2014, 30th of July was one of the most special days ever in my existence as a child. That particular day, we went to Old Trafford, Manchester United in the UK, and for some of you may know or may not know, I am a Manchester United supporter, and I've been supporting them since a very, very long time. Today we're going to sit back, chillax, relax, talk about my day experience at Old Trafford that day, nearly 10 years ago, and how I basically became a Man United fan. My grandfather was a very loyal Manchester United supporter. He would never miss a single match. When I say never miss a single match, he would not miss a single match. Just like I do. Whenever United play, I gotta watch them, man. Regardless if I gotta watch them in league or not, I got to watch them. He passed away in 2011. And as weird as it may sound, I was never actually somebody who grew up with football. I didn't grow up with football as a child, meaning I didn't play football. I was never interested in football. I didn't have any participation in football matches and playing on the streets. But then something happened when my grandfather passed away, and a switch flipped in my head. And I decided to look at Man United. Basically start investing time into researching on football. What players were who used to play for United. I don't obviously remember it all, but that's how it really kind of started. I started off looking in United, seeing the players, and it was in 2012-2013, just after Alex Ferguson had won, the last time United also won the Premier League. That's when I really started to look at Man United, and man oh man, United have been through the managers. Alex Ferguson 2012-2013, obviously retirement, bless him obviously. Then we had David Moyes 2013-2014, that only lasted a few months. Then we had Mourinho. Then we had Louis van Gaal, which I don't think he got enough time. He should have gotten at least a season extra. Then we got Mourinho. Then we obviously got Ole, and now we've got Ten Hag, who in my opinion is doing very, very well. This is the best United have performed performance-wise in a very, very long time, basically. United have had so many great players. My favorite players probably would have to be, I don't know which season this was, but this was the season when we had Chris Smalling, Phil Jones, we had Matteo Darmian, we had Antonio Valencia, we had Fellaini, we had Herrera, we had Mata, we had Depay, we had Rooney as well, we had Schweinsteiger. This was a bit with Mourinho. I love that team, and Fellaini is one of those players that I really miss. Under Herrera is one of the players I never understood why United let go for free to PSG. He obviously plays at Atletico Club right now, but I never understood why we let him go. Antonio Valencia obviously retired a few years ago. Man, one of the best right backs United have had in a very, very long time. Obviously, Wan-Bissaka has been doing really well lately. There's no one else in the Premier League or in the world right now that is better than Wan-Bissaka with tackles. Name any defender that is better with what he does defensive-wise. You can't name one, because that isn't. So for the longest time as a kid, I wanted to go to Manchester United. I've been to the UK very often, although I haven't been in a few years, but I've always wanted to go to Old Trafford and see what it's like to actually be there myself. So in 2013, Christmas time, I was opening up a package, and to my surprise, we had 4 tickets to go to Old Trafford. And I couldn't believe it. I was like, what? We're going to Man United? And that's how it really, really all started, man. We went to Old Trafford on the 30th of July, 2014. And for those who think I'm lying, look at this right here. Greatest football club in the world, man. I don't care what nobody says. There's no facts anymore. And this was actually when Robert van Persie just had done his transfer from Arsenal to Man United, which a lot of people didn't like. But obviously, let's be honest, he was way better at United than in Arsenal. So this is the one. Look at that, man. Thanks to Keegan for visiting me at Old Trafford. Best wishes. Obviously, this is a fake one, but look at the boy, Robin van Persie, with Nistelrooy as well. 2 of the best strikers. I remember that time when United, and I was at this time, where United had Radamel Falcao, Robin van Persie, and Wayne Rooney as a trio at front. They were so deadly. That was also when MSN was still a thing. Messi, Suarez, Neymar. Now, the experience was something else. We arrived in Manchester. I gotta admit, I haven't been to Manchester in over 10 years. This was also my first time. My first impression on the city was like, what is this? It didn't come across to me as a very nice place to live in or to be in general. But I wasn't for that. I was there to go to United. I remember that day I had football boots on, the ones you wear in the gym, futsal. And I had a Man United short on and a Man United shirt. The one that Robert van Persie is actually wearing, I just showed you. And we stepped there, and the stadium was massive. Wow, the stadium was huge. I have pictures and videos. They're just way back in the phone. Sometimes on Snapchat I post them. But as you know, I've been a big United fan for a very long time, and I've had some people comment, how can you support a club when you're not even from that country? What a dumb fucking statement that is. So I have to be British to be able to support a club? That is the dumbest shit I've ever heard. That doesn't make any sense. Let's see how many players I can name up on this picture. We got George Best, we got Ferguson, we got Schmeichel, we got Jaap Stam, Ronaldo, we got Beckham, Giggs, Evra, Cantona, we have Scholes, we have Rooney. What a waste. Welbeck was always one of those that had so much potential, just like Wilfred Zaha, but injuries and everything else around it, I guess. The stadium is massive. I know United is for a fact way behind with the infrastructure. Ronaldo obviously said it a while ago in an interview. We don't give a shit about Ronaldo anymore. Do I miss Ronaldo at Man United? Absolutely not. He was a poison, unfortunately, just like Paul Pogba was for a very, very long time. I think United is currently doing way better with these two and in general with a lot of players we used to have. But, obviously being a United supporter is not easy, I mean, fucking hell. You either have a good match or you either have a crap match. And it's the games that you're like, really? We lose against these type of teams that are like lost in the division? But we play Man City and Arsenal, Tottenham. It's like always we beat them, but we lose against a club like Aston Villa, Leeds United. It's stuff like that never makes sense with United, in my opinion. But it's like a mood swing. But the club is beautiful, man. I remember I was in the dressing room, and my favorite player at the time was David De Gea. David De Gea had just made his transfer like a few years before. David De Gea was introduced in 2011. He got bought from Atletico de Madrid. Courtois was also an Atletico Madrid player. Like, Atletico Madrid got one of the best keepers in the world. Like, they really got good keepers there. Jan Oblak's been there for a very, very long time. I also support Atletico Madrid. I haven't watched their games in a while because they don't do Spanish football really that much. And the stadium is very, very big. Don't be fooled, man. We went on the train, I think. Yes, I remember that. We went on the train. I think we went through London. No, that was another experience. That was first time in London. Past the Etihad Stadium. The Arsenal Stadium. Shite club. No, Arsenal's been doing really well lately. I can't say that. Hey, at least they're not Tottenham. Tottenham is Tottenham is a joke club. Tottenham, the joke of England. You gotta love it, honestly, man. It's just like Man City. They got no fans. Like, it doesn't matter what game it is. Man City is never fully sold out. It's actually ridiculous. It was overwhelming because you gotta realize I was, 9 or 10 years old at the time? And it was beautiful, man. This is to certify that Keegan has experienced the story of a great club in all its glory on the Manchester United Museum and Tour. On Wednesday, 30th July 2014, Sir Alex Ferguson. What a great dude that was, man. It's something I'm definitely happy about with Ten Hag. Really, I just love the aggressiveness and the pit that he shows in the club. He's been doing really well lately, and I hope to see him for a couple of more years extra. But the whole experience was great, man. Going on and going into the actual stadium, like, you're not just getting a tour of like the outside. You get greeted in by the entrance. You show your. We had a VIP thing, so we could go faster and this and that. And the dude, I don't know how many people there were. Not quite a lot of people. Like, I think a couple hundred people were in the stadium. And the food was, well, what you can expect from British culinary. It was alright, baked beans, sausages, and the typical shit you get in the UK. Nothing too spectacular. The grass, believe it or not, is not fake. We thought back in the time, the grass has got to 100% be fake. The dude said it's 98% real grass, and it's only about 2% artificial grass, which is crazy because I thought all the time, the football grass is fake. No, it's not. And in my opinion, I think real grass plays way better than artificial grass because artificial grass just fucking hurts when you slide on it. I definitely want to go back to Old Trafford eventually one day. And not just to go for a tour, but I want to actually spend a couple of days there, or at least a weekend, and really explore Manchester and watch a football game. And when I want to watch a football game, it's got to be a goddamn derby. It has got to be United City. No Arsenal United, no Tottenham Arsenal, Chelsea United. The Manchester derby, United City. It is the best derby in the whole of UK, in my opinion. The fire is always shown there. It's amazing. Even though United has not won the Premier League in over a decade, I am convinced and I have confidence that eventually United is going to win. But if United want to win or have a chance of winning the Premier League, they have to up the game and play better. That's just reality, They have to stop playing like Man City is playing. They have to start playing like Arsenal's playing currently. Just make sure they don't start into a goddamn Tottenham. Christ. And even if you're not a supporter of United, you've got to appreciate how beautiful the stadium is. Sure, it may be old nowadays. It may be outdated, but it's got a piece of history. And I really hope that they'll never destroy the stadium. It's been there for so long. It's been there for decades and decades. Like, it's been there for like, what, 150, 200 years. It's literally in the middle of Manchester, and you've got literally houses around there. I don't want to know how expensive those houses are going to be. Isn't it dope though? Like, if you live next to Old Trafford, every single week you go to Old Trafford. That must be awesome, at least in my opinion. But living in Manchester, I don't know, that's great. But that's my experience at Old Trafford. I want to watch a game, and I'm going to have to watch a game before I initially die one day. Let me know down in the comments below what team you support. I'm a United supporter, and it's pretty obvious. I got posters, I got shirts, I got Manchester Museum and tour certificate. How much it was? I don't know how much it is, bro. But it ain't like that expensive. I also have something very exclusive. Something I want to share with you guys. I mean, I forgot to say, I don't know if this is a United player. Buzzy B. Murray, I think he was. But this is old pictures. These are real pictures of back in the 70s, 80s, signed by a player. Very exclusive. I've had these given to me. Very, very unique, very beautiful photos. I don't know what these are worth. I don't care. This is an interesting one. Lawrence, the Liverpool goalkeeper, lies helpless as Chelsea outside right kneeling scores in a league match at Stamford Bridge. There you go. It's a very, very, very crucial signed autograph. I actually got a Liverpool shirt, which I don't show because I don't support Liverpool, rightfully so. I don't like Liverpool. The hatred is massive towards Liverpool in this house. We don't speak about Liverpool. We don't give Liverpool no credit. We always pray to God, Liverpool, please lose. Or in some cases, if it benefits United, win. Which is 50-50. But yeah, Liverpool, I don't like them. So yeah, man, this was it. Manchester United, they'll bounce back eventually one day. I'm certified of it. That doesn't make no sense. Okay, goodbye.